Hey guys, Larissa here. Welcome to my next vlog. If you watched my last video, you are now aware that I am currently in the process of switching over all my beauty, skincare, hair care, and household cleaning items over to cruelty-free alternatives. So I have been wanting to change the top part of my hair color for quite some time. Originally, my entire head was ultralight blonde, and then I sectioned it off to where the bottom is black and the top was just ultra blonde. Then I got bored of that, and then the blonde went magenta with Joico Color K-Pack color intensity. And then when my wedding was coming up, because the Joico color bled so much, no matter how long I had it in, it would stain tubs, pillowcases, towels, pretty much everything. I didn't want to be going to my wedding. We got married in Disneyland, and we were staying in a hotel, and I didn't want to be held responsible for all the damage that my hair color would have done every time I used their shower. So I lightened it back up, and it's been this like ultralight blonde probably for about 8 months now, and I never had any intention of keeping it this color. So we're gonna turn it to something entirely different. It's going to be a brand new color that I've never had. But this particular video is going to be about toning your hair. So what toner does is it is not a hair dye. It is pretty much canceling out any of the yellow or orangey ashy tones in your hair. So the brand that I am switching over to is MANIC PANIC, and this is their amplified virgin snow toner. So there's two different kinds of toners they have, both called virgin snow. One is just the regular toner, and this is part of their amplified line. What they refer to with amplified meaning is that it's a bit stronger, and they claim it lasts longer. For me, it didn't really matter about how long it's going to last. It is only to lighten up any of the orangey or yellow tones that you can see here in my root area. So you can definitely see it goes from kind of a yellowy more into a white blonde. I did tone my hair about a week ago. I used Punky Color, another cruelty-free line, just because I had some left. But I really wanted to, I was really hoping it would help cancel out more of the ashiness, but it did not. So we're going to use this today, and hopefully it'll take out as much of that as possible before I apply my brand new color, which will be my next video. So to tone your hair, what you're going to need is your toner. You're also going to need a bowl to pour it into. You're going to need the hairbrush, which I use to always make sure I get right in to the roots, because my hair is separated between well, right now the black is faded quite a bit. That will also be touched up, but I never touch up the black until all the light stuff is done, and I keep my hair separated like this. So you'll need the brush. You'll also need a pair of gloves, because you're going to need to get right in there. And then during processing, you're going to need the shower cap. You're also going to need a comb to brush the color through to make sure all of the hair is saturated by the color. So for me, the first step, obviously, separate my hair. Separate the light stuff from the dark stuff. I have already done that. As you can see, a few of the little darker strands are in there just because when I was coloring it blonde months ago, it kind of got mixed in. So for me, it's not too big of a deal. The toner is not going to change the dark stuff into anything, but yeah, you can definitely see there the difference. If you tone dark hair, all it's really going to do is maybe give it some really subtle, shiny highlights. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to start sectioning pieces of my hair. I usually do like straight lines like that, brush it through, make sure there's no knots. And then I'm going to take the toner with the brush. I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to start getting the roots done. Once I have the roots fully saturated, I will apply it to the rest, and I'm going to really work that in with my hands, which is why you need the gloves. And this product recommends that you work it into the hair until it becomes frothy. Once it has done that and you get that texture, I'm just going to quickly give it a comb through. move on to the next section until the entire top part of my hair is covered in the toner. So that's what I'm going to go do now. Because I always do my hair in front of the mirror in the bathroom, and I'm not going to obviously be holding up a camera, and there's nowhere to really place one in my bathroom, and I don't want to miss any spots. I'm going to go apply the toner off camera, but I pretty much described to you what I do. It's not rocket science. You just take sections of your hair, apply with the brush, put the toner in, and then pretty much massage it in like you would do a conditioner. And you're going to do that for your whole head. Now, obviously, doing the back of your head can be very difficult. I've done this so often to my hair. My dad's a hairdresser, so I learned how to make sure I didn't miss any spots. But even in the beginning, I missed spots, and then I had like these little leopard patches of hair color. So to avoid that, I'm going to go apply the toner in the bathroom, and then I will be back and we'll talk about the next step. All right, guys, I am back. And as you can see, my full top of my head here is completely saturated in the toner. So as far as the application process goes, very, very easy. I was a little confused when they said, oh yeah, rub it with your hands until it becomes frothy, but it is very apparent. The texture changes when it becomes frothy. The smell was absolutely amazing. Nothing overpowering, nothing too florally. It was quite pleasant. All in all, very, very easy. As far as application goes, I would definitely use it again. Out of that whole bottle, I only used about half. And that was like really like saturating my hair. What is really awesome about Manic Panic is there's no developer in this. There's no chemical like that. So you can leave this on as long as you want. The bottle recommends 30 minutes, but when I use toners, I never leave it on for only 30 minutes. I'll usually like sit and leave it on for about a half an hour. They recommend half an hour. I leave it on for almost 2 hours. I treat it like a really conditioning hair mask. And I also want it to get as much time to process as possible. So yeah, I'll probably now go sit and watch like a movie or something and wait for the 2 hours to be up. And I will then rinse it out and show you what it looks like when all of the processing is done. So the last thing they want you to do is while it's processing, they want you to put on the shower cap. So we will do that. We will put on the goofy little shower cap. And they also say you can apply heat to this as well, but I never do. I never apply heat. It's just enough for me, especially using, I've used Punky Color before, so it's about the same process. I just let it sit for as long as I feel like, but I never take it out before an hour just because I want it to sit as long as we can. So, okay, I'm going to let this sit now for a while, and I will come back and we will see what the finished product looks like. Okay, guys, I am back. I let the toner sit on for about 2 hours, and I dried it afterwards, and this is the result. So as you can see, it did lighten up this part of my hair quite a bit. Unfortunately, the parts that I wanted it to lighten up, which was mainly the yellowy kind of brassy roots, it lifted it a little to kind of tone it down a bit, but it didn't tone it as much as I would like. Everywhere else, I am extremely happy with the color. The roots are a little darker, as you can see, than the rest. So it did tone, just nowhere near as much of the kind of brassy roots as I was really hoping to tone, because this part of my hair was already quite toned. So this is going to be interesting now, because the next step is obviously, now that it's been bleached with 30 volume Manic Panic bleaching kit, toned with the Manic Panic Virgin White Toner, the next step is to color it. So that is going to be my next video. I will be uploading that next Wednesday. So all in all though, as far as ratings go, for use of the product, I easily give it a 10 out of 10. It was easy to use. It didn't stain anything. It was really easy to work into the hair. Smell, I easily give it 10 out of 10. It does not smell like the chemical stuff that I have used on my hair in the past. For results, I'm probably going to be just giving it about a 5 because it made my hair incredibly soft, really shiny. It did tone the bottom part of my hair really, really well. But for the parts that really require the toning, i.e. the orange, the yellow, the brassiness, it didn't do that as much as I was hoping. Would I use this product again? Yeah, I would. I would just make sure that the next time that I would bleach the roots again, probably leave the bleach on a little bit longer than I did before to make sure that it lifted as much as it possibly could. So that is it. That is the Manic Panic Virgin White Toner. And all in all, I am happy with it. And the next step will be the Manic Panic hair color. So that will be my video next Wednesday. So like, subscribe. Any questions you have about the product or anything that I may have missed, please feel free to put it in the comments section and I will respond. All right, thanks for tuning in again, guys. Bye.